Check, check. Check, 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 check. Check, check. Check one, two. Check one, two. Check, check, check. Check, check. Check one.
Check one.
Check one. Check, check.
Brad, do you like the headset volume, or do you prefer not having it? Like, so you know how you can hear in the headset yourself and Mark, basically. Do you want that, or yeah? I guess actually you need it. Yeah.
I don't know how.
No, there's a couple people. Lauren, she just likes the headset once talks in the microphone.
Oh, no, that seems difficult.
Check one.
I mean, Brad, let me hear it. Check real quick.
Check, check.
mind if we put a drill or should we put a drill? Put a drill.
I got 2 of those in yesterday. Yeah. Last one. I'll take a forehand. Play much this season? At the Italian place? Not really. What's up, player? I'm stranded up here. Nah, I'm fine, thanks.
Check, 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 check. I'm not hearing anything. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. I'm not going through the focus right. Check, check, check. Oh, wait, you've unplugged the focus. Check, check, check. Check, check, check.
Yeah, I got it.
We getting ready? Still don't have a car at the moment. I'm free. It's not a matter of like for you, Mark, of course. Only if I get a Phasian shirt.
Oh, he's there. All right, let's go. Oh, now it's Grant. Now we're waiting for Grant. Mindy, do you want to go?
We're not going to go live until all 4 are on the court. Sorry.
No worries.
We're live, but we're not going to roll.
Sounds good. Actually, I'm a little worried. I feel worried.
Worried?
Yeah, I'm worried. I said there's no worries, but I have worries, Mark.
Got my worries of my own.
I got worries.
I got worries.
Out in the paddle camp. Out of the camp, yeah.
Oh, really?
I love you, dude.
Who's the other umpire?
Yeah, where was it? They had said
Okay.
Helping out there with the Omaha.
Do I say the umpire's name? Where is it?
Get to it.
We don't really have, we can get to it. We can say umpire Pat Layton is an outstanding player.
Who's this umpire?
Pat Layton.
Lee.
Layton.
Late.
Layton.
Like early late.
Correct.
Okay.
Pat Layton. My guess is I don't know how you spell it, but my guess would be Leighton, but I don't know. It could be Laton for all I know.
Late. I'm spelling it like late.
A few ladies who were talking about after. Like, oh damn, phones in their coffees.
All right, guys, let's get going here.
That's what I'm talking about. That's Shannon Vincent rubbing off on me. I like it.
Oh, it is? Okay.
I like it.
All right. Wow, you guys look so handsome and athletic. Yeah. All right, play really well.
Thank you. Pat, can we have a new one?
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh no, is Pat up there?
Yeah. What's up, man? Good to see you. Welcome here. Did you be able to find the club okay?
I was. It felt very familiar. Sorry, Brian.
They've done it again. Johanna Runt and Stephen Mitchell are the APTA national champions for the second year in a row.
There you have it, your women's APTA national champions, Florentina Harnish and Anna Maria Sabori.
Hello and welcome to the APTA Tour. We are live from the Glenview Club in Gulf, Illinois, bringing you the Chicago Charities, a Grand Prix event sponsored by the APTA membership, the APTA national sponsor Viking, and local sponsor Illinois Bone and Joint Institute. I'm Brad Easterbrook alongside the ever effervescent Mark Ennis, bringing you men's semi-final round action between our number 6 seeds of Brian Compton and Graham McNerney and the number 11 seeds of Chris Humphreys and Philippe Assis Koenig. Mark, welcome.
Good morning, Brad. It is a beautiful Sunday morning here in Glenview, Illinois. We're in for a treat over here. I'm gonna introduce our players for us. So if we're looking at the screen, in the top left-hand corner, the left-handed player in the white shirt, that is Chris Humphreys. He is the director of rackets at Pound Ridge Tennis Club, and he is partnering with Felipe Osas-Koning, who is a fitness entrepreneur. He also teaches some paddle at Pound Ridge Tennis Club. They came into this tournament as the number 11 seeds, and they are going to be going up against the hometown team, on our bottom left, we have the man in the blue shirt, Mr. Brian Compton. And on his right, he is busy partnering with Graham McNerney. They're the number 6 seeds for this tournament. And Brad, they are the only team that are actually non-teaching pros. Brian works in wealth management, and Graham is a consultant in EY and has recently moved away from Chicago to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, he certainly has. We're looking forward to a great matchup here. Let me take a quick look at the draw, see how the players got here. You know, for both players, it was great victories for Humphreys and Ossis Koenig last night. 3-set battle against the number 2 seeds of Hughes and Powers, where they won the first 3 games of the first set, but then lost the next 6. Then they made a great adjustment of switching sides, because Hughes and Powers were dumping the ball down the middle, putting their backhands in the center of the court. And from that point forward, they really just sort of locked down their errors, and Hughes and Powers couldn't find a way to really attack them from the net. So they had a great win, a breakthrough win, in my estimation, yesterday. And they're going to play against Compton McNerney, who breezed through Berkshire Doya 6-4, 6-love in the quarterfinals last night. So looking forward to a great matchup. We should also see that Raya Parsons is playing Durant Mitchell, our 1 and 4 seeds, and we'll get scores along the way with that as well.
Absolutely. That other semi-final is one of our classic rivalries of the sport. That's being shown on a side court on YouTube, I believe, Brad.
Perfect. You know, this match, we were talking about a little off-air, Mark. It's hard to know when a team just gets to a semifinal, their first semifinal. This is our first Grand Prix event of the season, but Humphreys has been around for a few years now. He's been partnering with good partners. He's been right there, sort of in that 10 range, kind of. But this is a great opportunity for them to see if they can break through against a top team. I mean, I look at this match, sort of the book is Brian Compton, great backhand, really good forehand, does not miss much from the backcourt, can drive from almost anywhere, even drives off his heels. Graham McNerney's great at the net. Great blitzer, can hit the ball from high to low, but the book on them in the backcourt is really kind of hit the ball slow and deep to Graham, let him beat you with his forehand off the deck, keep it away from Compton. You know, and Ossis Koenig, they and Humphreys are weaker on their forehands. They can hit forehands, but not nearly as strong as their backhands. And we'll see how things get exploited and how it plays out today.
Absolutely. As you said, Ossis Koenig and Humphreys both prefer their backhands. They have great backhand drives. And the exciting thing about them is they actually played college tennis together at Elon University. So you'll see it as they're playing. They just have this trust and this chemistry between one another that makes them fight even harder and really bring the heat. But I have no sense of where this match is going to go, so I'm really excited to see how it unfolds here, Brad.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. You know, the strategy that we see Ossis Koenig and Humphreys use, I imagine they're going to come out keeping the ball slow and deep to McNerney, trying to keep the ball away from Compton, but we're going to find out, and we'll see if they switch in the backcourt like they did yesterday. You see right now how they're playing with Humphreys is returning from the deuce side, and Ossis Koenig is returning from the ad side. You can see them at the top of our screen here. That puts their forehands in the middle, which makes it very easy for the opposing team to just punch it down there. They still like to return from there, but we're going to find out if they're going to hit a lob and then switch in the backcourt and put their backhands in the middle.
Yeah, and one big difference from their match yesterday against Hughes and Powers is Hughes has that lefty overhead that you really can attack the deuce court here. They're playing against 2 right-handed players, so we'll see where they end up doing in the backcourt. But we are in for a treat here today, Brad.
And we had, just before, see the players listening to our umpire, Pat Layton, up in the chair, and it looks like Graham McNerney is going to start us off today.
Here we go. with that. Get Graham McNerney on that left side.
Yeah, he's very good finishing over. He's excellent at the net. The better net players in the game have a ton of those down-up waterfall overheads. He's a tall guy and he doesn't mind if they even smash it. He gets on top of net and he'll get right on top of net. Loves the exchanges.
Wow. Solid first point to kick us off.
15 love.
To watch too as it goes. I think it was called.
I saw it good.
Saw it good. So 30 love. That guy's low return.
30-15.
A few other things to look for in the match too, Mark, will be when Humphreys and Osas go to take the net. They have that lefty-righty thing. You do have to get closer to one another. You can sometimes find Humphreys' hip, make him miss those volleys. They're going to have to watch that because Compton does spot his drives beautifully. Oh.
But love to see Osis Koning move in, taking his swings early.
Yeah, he loves the blitz. As you mentioned before, he's a fitness instructor, has his own personal training business. He loves to move forward and blitz. Not easy to blitz against McNerney. He's pretty tight on the net, but I think he's going to make some forays, and we'll see how that works out for him.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting in transition because McNerney is just such a wizard at the net and reading if he has the advantage or not, closing in on Compton's drive. So it's going to be a real battle of the wills there. Humphreys up to serve. McNerney's just so good at creating that chaos at the net, pushing it in and out, block lob, block it at your feet.
Yeah, it was good kind of view, that angle we had there of both players. You can see McNerney hit a block lob and move 2 feet in front of the baseline, looking for something short in front. And then he'll also let Compton take the middle and control a lot of the ground strokes.
Erdoya actually said that yesterday after their loss to McNerney and Compton, that McNerney's just so good at always making you feel like he's going to blitz and make you uneasy at the net, even though he doesn't have that big drive off the deck.
Love 30.
Love 30. Couple errors there. Oh, great shot. Didn't see that one. He pulled his paddle actually away. Didn't keep it in front of his body there. Stay with a backhand volley.
Yeah, the boys are a little jumpy. They'll settle down, though.
There's that hip off of Humphreys that I was talking about before. That's going to be their spot. That's what they got to watch out for. He's got to get over enough.
Most definitely, and Humphreys and Osis Koning need to settle down. They know they jump a bit at the net, and as they slow it down and get more comfortable, I've no doubt they'll make those volleys.
No. 15 love.
Compton looking right into the sun.
Yeah, you can see the angles of the shadows. They're actually pointing straight at Compton. His toss is going to go right into that sun. He might have to make an adjustment there. He has an underhand serve that he can use too.
5-all.
I'm here.
This is transition.
And this is where they have to be careful. You see McNerney didn't even budge, didn't take a single step backwards, as he knows Compton's going to hit a low drive. They're trying to take the net, but if you're not volleying it down, McNerney was. That's trouble.
Yeah, it's one of their strongest skills. It's just that trust in Compton's drive and the trust in McNerney's volleys. They're so good at it. And you can see they're more unconventional positioning. Wow.
Big backhand there. And you'll see that often from McNerney. He won't bail that often. He will mostly move forward and try to hit an offensive volley. A lot of players in that situation might just go back. There he goes, bailing.
This will be the real battle to see how Osis Koning and Humphreys are going to win points from the net. They definitely need to get some lengthier points so they can start to figure out that strategy.
You see Compton coming way over, just out. Break point.
30, 40.
See the positive energy there from Humphreys and Osis Koning trying to get fired up.
Yeah, they made some errors early, but I don't think it was all any bad choice, just errors.
100%.
You'll hear Brian Compton yell nobody when the ball goes up. High lob goes up. Oftentimes the player at the net keeps their eyes forward and tells the player a blitzer may be coming. Somebody may be blitzing in at the net. And Osis Konig will blitz quite a bit.
Oh, he's a cat. He'll pounce on it. Oh, there we go. There's the transition play. Oh, that's big.
Great one-timer there from Humphreys.
Osis, Konig,
And their
Compton, McNerney,
first game is sort of like everything melts, the icebreaker, right?
Yep. Get that game on the board, start to feel a little more comfortable. Osis Koning up to serve now. He generally goes with the underhand serve, so the sun should not be too much of an issue for him. This is definitely a big game to not give away any free points, right? We've got to make a bunch of serves here. You can't give Compton and McNerney an easy game, otherwise they're just going to get more and more confident. Osis Koning and Humphreys get the net. They're into the point.
Love 15.
There's those multiple drives you're talking about from Brian Compton. He's just so good at staying balanced and recovering to hit multiple shots in a row.
Yeah, he basically is one of these guys who he hits a ton of drive. His drive percentage is extremely high. It's along the lines of like, you know, Mark Parsons. He just does not miss drives off the screen. he doesn't always crush you with the drive, too. Oftentimes, he's just hitting it to force a weaker ball, allow McNerney a chance to move. Look how far over he's going. This is where he's giving himself up a little, and a great move there from Ossis Koenig to read the drive, close in, and volley behind him, because he was way over on McNerney's side there.
Excellent hands by Felipe the Cat, Ossis Koenig.
Humphreys jumped at that one.
15-30.
It's this up rolling forehand.
Just makes you guess a little bit, right? Makes it a little uneasy. Humphreys is definitely known for having... Oh, another solid volley by Ossis Koenig.
Well, he's starting to read the play here. He's seen McNerney take a lot of these push drives, low and quick, and he's staying on the net and getting in there. Great plays from Ossis Koenig. And I like the way they're doing it, because Humphreys will do most of the overhead work, and Ossis Koenig will do exactly what you saw. He'll be looking to poach, cut balls off at the net. And there's the switch at the net because Humphreys.
McNerney and Compton get the net. You'll see he's one of the best players at the net, Graham McNerney. Just so much variety. Rarely hits a bad overhead.
You see, there was a great move, well done, where Compton was looking for the quick drive from Ossis Koenig, and he closed in. And when Ossis Koenig hit the lob, Compton couldn't get it because he already made the commitment, but easily transitioned over by McNerney, and that's what good teams do. That was a little tough. Tried to thread the needle there, Mark Ennis.
There was a gap, but so hard off that roller from Brian Compton. Very hard to control.
Yeah, he never quite got around it in position.
Back to deuce.
Another great blitz from McNerney. They're going to have to start calling him out.
Yeah, so tough when he slides that in. They get the net back, though. This will be a really big game for Humphreys and Ossis Koenig to win.
That's a good roller.
Oh, there's the move.
And there's the, you see McNerney, as soon as Compton winds up, he goes, and he has the look.
100%. That's bread and butter for him. He'll make that 9 out of 10. Game point here, Humphreys, Ossis Koenig.
Oh, dangerous. Good recovery from Humphreys, but dangerous.
100%. Whenever there's a screen drive, McNerney is just all over it. He's so good at reading it. Almost like a Scott Kaler type move. He just punishes you there.
So now this is their preferred baseline position. See both of them. Humphreys on the ad side. Backhands are in the middle. Great play.
Game. Humphreys, Ossis Koenig, score is 2-all first set.
That's a big game. They had a couple loose errors. They were able to steady the ship, even it up. That's what they need at this early stage, because the more Compton and McNerney run away with it, the more confidence they're going to get. It's going to be tough to stop the hometown team.
No, they played that well. I mean, you know, it's just right now it's just a question of execution on some sides. I've seen it's good, solid play all around, and like McNerney had a great blitz there. He just missed it, right? You know, a couple balls here and there.
Love.
And we have an update from our other semi-final. Durant and Mitchell are 4-1 up in the first set.
Durant and Mitchell, you know, are champions. Everybody asks you before the tournament, who do you got for the tournament? It's kind of hard to call against Durant and Mitchell, right?
It's always hard to call against Durant and Mitchell.
It's a great low shot with the blitz there from Humphries.
He just softened that volley is so easy to hit too hard sometimes. He just softened it so it was hard for Compton to get it.
They are fired up. It feels like they're taking. It felt a little bit like that last night too. Their energy is so high. They're taking all the energy up. They're pumped up for this.
And that's really what you're going to see. I think is their superpower. Is just that confidence and trust they have in one another.
That's going to be troubles. Yeah.
They try to poke the bear.
That's exactly right. And, well, it was a different type of thing there. Assis Koenig came up to the net, but you've got to blitz full in, right, and volley down. If you're in the midcourt and you're hitting the ball back to McNerney, he's on the net hitting it down at you. It's not the way you do it. You're either all in or you're just not, right?
Yep.
You're lobbing and getting out of there.
40-15.
Such good volleys. Humphries coming across for his backhand there.
Yeah, this is a spot where if you dump the ball down the middle, he'll hit it, but it's much more volleyable, say, than his backhand drives. Backhand drives is much more placed, a lot more power. He gets it closer to the net. There's the Assis Koenig big drive, and there's a nice transition ball again from Compton.
Compton McNerney lead the first set, 3-2.
You know, Mark, we can almost like make a list of how many balls I think Compton misses on a drive. He missed one before. His drive rate in is extraordinary. You know, the amount he misses, very, very little.
Yeah, in his quarterfinal last night, he played a relatively flawless match. There was very few errors, and he attacked a lot. But as you said, it's always these different paces, which can just be so tricky.
What were those noises there? Little shots. I guess we're doing a little trap shooting here at the Glenview Club here in Gulf, Illinois.
Oh, nice.
And so that's the pops you'll hear in the background there.
That could be a great
skeet.
addition to the tournament for if you lose a match, you get to go shoot a couple rounds at the shooting range. Just a little frustration reliever.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd give any of these guys a gun, you know, Mark. I feel a little differently about it.
One at a time, they have to go. Right. Get rid of your frustrations.
You know, I might have said something on air. This could be a problem. But actually, or you could do it more like a biathlon. You got to play the match, then you got to score 9 out of 10 on a
now we're talking.
Skeet or trap.
Chris Humphries up to serve now. He was broken his first service game. They gave a couple errors, but they've definitely steadied the ship.
Yeah, they're fired up, and they have good energy together.
100%.
You know, they went to school together. You know, they have common past, common bond. Sort of like Durant and Mitchell, you know, both from South Africa, same culture kind of thing. Once they started playing together, it was almost a different level of commitment almost from Durant.
Absolutely.
When he started playing with Mitchell.
That's where you can see it. It's such a mental. Oh, the net cord. The sorry and the fist pump. Love it.
15. Love.
I'm here.
It's a great look from Humphries. Read the tea leaves, got up quickly on the push drive. It's so close to the net.
You.
And that'll be that safe spot, the push to the McNerney backhand. And what McNerney does to try to mitigate, because he doesn't really have a drive from there, you know, but what he does is he'll step in to take an early lob, right? And then he'll be forward in the court, giving you that threat that you were saying before about a blitz. But that is the safe spot on the court. Dump the ball deep. McNerney's backhand.
Yeah, and still for a block lob, it always still makes you feel on edge. He does such a good job of just mixing in the low shot, disguising it, blitzing. And you can see how he gets Osis Koning to lunge forward every time, just with that little disguise. And that's what's going to be tricky over a long match, that having to move forward and back each time.
There we go. There's a big drive, and there's a miss from Compton. And you can see McNerney getting ready to blitz him. But good job getting back to the net from Humphreys. Osis Koning. And, you know, he's like a jumping bean. You know, Osis Koning is a never stop moving guy. He's got high twitch all the time.
Fairly fitness.
There's off the hip again. Great spotted drive. I think if you're backing up where he was behind the service line, you might just let that one go through there, Mark.
Yeah, and that's where you see that jumpiness can work against them at times as well. Smart.
See, that's a beautiful transition play. The Osis Koning gets to keep the net by letting it go through because it's coming off so hard.
Water falling into Compton's corner.
Oh, this is going to get hit. Yeah, that's a mistake overhead there from Humphreys. Oh, what a ball from Compton, spotting it right into the crease. And a nick and a fast roller. They cannot react.
Osis Koning with the help call, but it was just a little too late.
Look how far Compton goes to look for that drive. It's sort of one of the engines that make it work. Great blitz again. No call from Humphreys there. They got to call those out.
No, he just does it at the perfect time.
Well, he sees him up on his heels, looking up at the ball. It's a quick, deep, low lob. It was perfect. It's a great view. This is Koning digging out screens.
Oh, he's going to return the favor.
That went wide?
That was wide.
All right, break point. Solid plays. Great job from Compton McNerney using the blitz.
Humphreys and Osis Koning really trying to not give McNerney any pace because he's just so effective off the back screen when you do.
Yep.
There's the fake blitz trying to spook Osis Koning.
And like a lot of teams, Compton McNerney, they're tough because they have a nice blend of skill sets, right? 100%. You got the Compton great drives. That's an awesome roller there from Osis Koning. You got the great drives in the ground game from Compton, and you got the net game and the volleys from McNerney. Nice combo.
Very complimentary.
That's a great look. Blitzing again, look at him.
Smart. There's some hustle.
He's got hustle to spare, Osis Koning.
That's one thing you can never deny them. Amazing waterfall.
I mean, they had him scrambling from the get-go. And there you see the variety, too. When Compton drilled that ball through the middle, he hit that hard, flat, and low, right? I mean, some top spin on it, but mostly flatter. He also hits the up roller. So many different choices for him.
It's a dangerous game you play in transition if you choose to drive back at McNerney and Compton. They're over here.
Through the middle
It's
again.
dangerous, but they hold the net. Compton can drive from both forehand and backhand, so it just makes it so tricky to...
Oh, what a great lob from Compton.
That's the danger. That's the danger. Amazing move there.
You're absolutely right, Mark Ennis. That is the danger. He hits the drive, but McNerney's already on top of the net. Some good stuff. A couple of 2-game swings from both teams, but great stuff here. Really good action.
There's the highlight there.
Just making him scramble.
And here you have that choice. Am I going to drive? Am I going to lob? There's many times you should drive, but against McNerney, it might work against you.
And there's McNerney again, standing in as soon as Compton. He knows Compton's got a ball he can drive.
Same thing. They get away with it though.
Oof.
Osis Kunning fired up. That point is pure hustle right there, and that serves them well. They just never say die.
McNerney go an inch from the net. They move into an I formation. Then he's right over on the sideline where he needs to be each time. Beautiful. Look at that.
Such a tricky position when he's right on top of the net. He makes you feel like you have to go for more, that you get misses, and if you don't go for too much, he's gonna drop shot or put it past you.
Sure, but the secondary problem of it is Humphries is taking these balls off the screen, which means, you know, McNerney's actually waiting till Humphries' turn before, and then he makes his move right at that moment. He doesn't fully know where he is. He's
100%.
just hitting the drive.
Yep. Oh. Very good maneuver there. Osis Kunning.
Well, the blitz draws the hard overhead, and then they're able to hit a transition ball through.
You can just see how on edge McNerney's making Osis Kunning and Humphries. Just the way he holds that lob and can put it at their feet or blitz.
Oh.
There's the applause from Osis Kunning though. They set it up well. Humphries has that shot. Maybe go deeper on it, but it's that is the shot that they wanted, right, Brad?
Oh, I think so. I mean, it was definitely the play, and Osis Kunning got out of the way perfectly. He let it drop a little low so that he couldn't. It was a tougher shot to make from there, but the play is right there for them. Just didn't execute.
Oh, that's the way to read the waterfall.
Yeah, he was all over that. He took it on a full run straight forward.
Tomahawk. These rollers from Osis Kunning at Compton seem to have been the most effective overheads so far.
Oh, misses the push.
40-15.
You know, so far it's been great points. It's really just been little execution blips here and there.
100%.
And they got to deal with the McNerney blitz.
McNerney and Compton surviving the barrage of drives coming at them.
Oh, let cord, and he was literally on the net, but can't handle that one. Great shot. They got a bunch of let cords at some crucial moments in their match last night in their win against Powers and Hughes.
Match point, I believe, was one.
Yeah. Hey, you make your own, you hit the drive, you know, you get the let cord. That's how it is.
Amen.
Game, Compton, McNerney. They lead the first set 5-2. New ball.
That's really all it is, this first set. I mean, just got to clean up those errors. They have to lock it down. Can't make that lob error. I think that's maybe 2 or 3 lob errors now, maybe from Humphreys. It's just those things, those little bits, and then dealing with the blitz. They got to be super careful going against McNerney at the net. See that play right there, some of these highlight reels.
100%. The tactical adjustment besides actually making those couple loose errors is you have to be aware right now that McNerney is all over that net. So if you're driving off the screen or you're getting into transition, you have to be fully aware of where he is.
And it's, you know, it should be mentioned that in the Stanwich tournament, the last tournament they played together, Koenig and Humphreys, they were playing a great match against Araya and Parsons. They won the first set like, I don't know, I can't remember the score. It was like 6-2 or something, handily. And they were blitzing, moving around. Then Araya Parsons went right into permanent eye with Parsons in the backcourt, and Araya just 1 inch from the net, moving left, right, left, right, left, right, taking every ball. And they got beat 1-1. And they didn't know how to deal with the player right on top of the net, because Koenig likes to move. They were hitting these screen drives, but then, you know, he was right there to just cut him off, hit drop shot winners. If he wasn't, Parsons just hit him right back, and they just couldn't find a way. So that player right on top of the net is something they're going to have to deal with.
100%. It's that one extra lob often. We have a score update from our other semi-final. Durant and Mitchell won the first set 6-3, and they are 1 love up in the second set.
Yeah, that's a Valier. And it's funny, the energy level. We do like the fist pumps and everything. The energy level is really high for us. You see how, like, Brian Compton's like, again, I had some breakfast, cup of coffee, picked up the paper, and let's play a little paddle. And, you know, it's a good morning.
That's right.
You know, very, very calm, just about business. He's moving. Look how far he goes to look for those drives.
That was one thing I noticed against Burush and Odoya yesterday. Compton just did not seem phased by the Burush overhead at all, which is very rare.
Yeah, by phased, if you mean Burush hit it and Compton drilled it back at him. Yeah, he wasn't phased. He was, seemingly unfazed.
Yep.
Love, 40.
Right here, you'll want 1 point for Humphreys and Koenig just to feel like you're going in the next set with a bit of momentum.
That's out, and that's just a great set from Compton McNerney. A masterclass in blitzing, getting tight to the net. Great use of their skill set. Koenig got to figure out how they're going to go about this. And they did a great adjustment last. Sorry there, Mark. Go ahead.
No, absolutely. And Humphreys and Koenig are fighters, so I have no doubt they're gonna look to make some adjustments here. But how they start the second set is going to be pretty crucial. Compton and McNerney are just playing so tough right now, giving very few errors.
All right, we'll be right back in just a moment after these messages right here on the APTA YouTube channel presented by eNet Live.
From the heart of Chicago up to the North Shore and stretching from the northwest suburbs down to Kankakee. From urgent in-office care to virtual in-home visits, we're making orthopedic care available wherever and however you need it. Because while we're adapting our lives to keep each other safe, we know that new injuries will happen and old injuries will still linger. And IBJI is here to help.
Welcome back to the APTA Tour. We are in men's semifinal action between our number 6 seeds and our number 11 seeds, where we had the number 6 seeds of Compton and McNerney take the first set 6-2 against Humphreys and Ossis Koenig. And Mark, what are your thoughts? We've been talking about it.
Yeah, we were just saying, great first set. There wasn't too much separating the two teams besides Compton and McNerney just making less errors and a couple transition decisions that may be questionable from Ossis Koenig and Humphreys. But if they keep the energy high here and they can be smarter in transition, we could be in for a much closer second set here.
The question is, by smarter in transition, do you mean they shouldn't play transition? Meaning try not to involve themselves in these hand-to-hand exchanges, stop the screen drives, you know, unless it's an obvious opening where they see the court in front of them. Every time they turn their back to the screen or moving back for an overhead, these guys are coming forward, you know.
Yeah,
and
I think when Compton drives through and McNerney's closing, you have to play a couple where you lob it up. Even though you give up the net, it's just they're winning most of those transitions, right?
And they just have to clean it up. Those errors right there, just a missed drive, missed lob, they have to disappear. There's not a lot of room here for error. They're going to have to get solved. The only thing that, you know, if they're going to make errors, they're going to have to hope Compton and McNerney are making errors, and they don't make a lot.
Absolutely.
Certainly it can happen, but they don't make a lot.
And that can be one of the biggest things from making a team feel pressure is just putting those returns in, making them play every time. Obviously, they're not missing intentionally, but when you make them feel the pressure. Oh, big drive by Humphreys.
Well, I think they actually have to play slow, knock down all the errors, get rid of all the errors, and then take quick spot drives like that here and there, you know, after they've, you know, used up their blitzes. They're coming at them too much right now.
Yep. Just so balanced on that roller. Oh,
there we go. The screen drive. He's right on the net.
And he 100% can screen drive it, right? But you have to know where McNerney is.
Well, isn't that the point, though, Mark? Right? He doesn't know where he is. He's turning his back. He's looking at the screen. You're just picking your spot, but McNerney's right there. And McNerney is not only right there. He's 6'4" with a wingspan, right? So he covers ground. I mean, some guys you can just go to slip it around him. He's got like a good 6-7 feet he can reach, right? You know, so it's no easy task. And they're not getting much from that. But they're going to have to realize that. They're going to have to back it down, you know, and then take spot drives. They can take spot drives when they see the court in front of them and see the player. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, not when they're turning their back to the screen and going in there. Unless they got to, like, some balls are just slam dunks, you know.
Yes.
Take those, of course. Take the spot drives that are the right ones when you see the court.
Yeah, super tricky to make that adjustment on the fly. A lot of times you think afterwards.
15 love.
Game for Humphreys and Ossis Koenig to try and stop the train that is Compton and McNerney.
Wow. Oh! He tries to spike it on him, but the spike of the spike. Oh. I think they got to slow it down a little.
Absolutely. And that's the tricky part when you play with so much energy and you have these high adrenaline plays. You can make 2 really big points and then you maybe give 1 or 2 away on things you wouldn't generally miss. You can see Compton and McNerney just playing so evenly tempoed. Oh, little fake step.
Yeah, what's funny about McNerney too, you watch him move, he really just kind of saunters around the court, you know, and even when he's moving forward, it's like a quick little like 1-2, you know, long strides, gets right up in there fast, 15-30, and again, finding that spot. And you can, they got to get up, tighten up that volley, and soften the hands a little on those. They've hit 5 or 6 out. Now, it's no easy task dealing with all those drives from Compton.
That's what McNerney does. He just makes you feel pressure with those small moves. Very subtle, but very effective. When you're on the other side of the net, it's hard to do.
Oh!
That's a risky play.
See, I didn't love the play, but he found a perfect spot, and he actually caught Compton. Compton will hit a lot of kind of funky forehand volleys sometimes. He caught him right there.
He got lucky.
See, that's the ball they may want to consider lobbing some of the time. He gave it a yell, watch him, but it's already too late. Nice move there.
Great reading the waterfall. That's it. There's the saunter move. It's making them feel pressure.
Good high lob there. Changes the pace, slows it up a little.
It's out.
It's in. You know, what's funny, too, is McNerney has a really good cut overhead. He hasn't pulled it out one time. They're committed to sort of just pumping it in there, soft, easy, a lot of down-up waterfalls, and waiting for them to drive and then close, right? He hasn't hit a single cut that have you seen a cut yet?
No, it went to the side screen, but nothing short or anything like that. It's been a lot of Compton rollers, and a lot of wins from those transition volleys.
Yeah, I don't even love him speeding the play up with that roller there. See, slow it down, dump it to him. He'll take the block lob some of the time, but
yeah, it's really hard to tell where Humphreys and Osa's Kun.
Oh.
But that was smart, right? He went away from McNerney. There's always a clear difference between McNerney on top of the net and Compton off the net. You have to be aware of that where you're hitting.
That was big, and Compton was well off the net there. Spotted that drive beautiful. Oh.
See McNerney's position just right on that baseline. He can take time away from his opponent so well.
And the lobs, he just sets the paddle down or in front of him. Super economical.
Really efficient with his movement.
There's the step forward. Yeah, at any moment. He's coming.
The McNerney shuffle. That's what we're going to be calling that.
There it is again.
Oh! Okay.
That's still what they want.
They survive.
Advantage Humphreys.
They're fighting. It's great.
There's no doubt about that. They will fight to the end.
I feel like they have to keep this close, though. I feel like they can't really get behind. I mean, they got behind the first. They win, you know, could be wrong, but it's feeling to me that they have to stay tight.
Absolutely. You have a sense that McNerney and Compton don't feel too much pressure right now.
Right. And see, there's the right hip. And you see now how Humphreys is adjusting himself, moving him, left hip actually, because he's lefty. But he's got to get over closer to him, and he's got to be able to volley that ball. That's about this, you know, 5th or 6th volley error that they're getting. A lot of it due to technique and positioning.
Giving them a chance here.
That's
As you said, this feels like a big game.
Rare miss there from Compton. Screen drive. That's a great serve.
This really does feel like a big game.
Got it.
You, Tim.
Oh, you see how he brings him in, yeah?
You see, us is going to go up and back. He's biting, he's biting on those shots, and there again, Humphrey's got to find that spot where the ball's not going off his left hip.
But that's where those misses come from, is the movement that's created by McNerney and Compton, making you go forward and back, yeah?
Well, it's funny because they're making them go forward and back even when they're not doing the shot, just by holding their balls and
Absolutely.
sort of faking the punch drive, pushing it up.
Hard, hard.
And look at he's staying in, but great volleys there.
McNerney lurking around.
Lurking, it's a great word. He's a lurker.
There's the spot.
Yep.
Holden.
He got that one. I think he put that one on his paddle. Oh, big, big.
This feels like that second game at the Witch in the finals between Bursa Doya and Powers and Hughes. Just such a big game if Humphreys and Osas-Koning can come out alive.
Absolutely. It does, for sure. The only difference there was that actually finished Powers and Hughes. They had nothing left in the tank after that because they had won the first set. They just had a long, long day. This one's not going to finish anyone energy-wise, but it is a bit of a dagger.
Emotionally, this could be a tough one.
There it is. Great close from Osas-Koning, and that's why you get the drop shot winner there. Just got close enough. Good for him.
And the net cord help?
A little net cord. Perfect winner. Yeah, that was no drop volley. Oh, great hold.
Big game there for Humphreys Osas-Koning. That's one that easily can slip away. They kept fighting, and they're still in the second set 100%.
And you stay close. Now let's build on it. Getting volley error there. Plays super tight here.
And this is where the energy of Humphreys and Osas-Koning gets dangerous. They're always in your face. They're always fighting. Much smarter.
Oh, but that's 100% what you want. I think it's the first topspin drive we've seen out of McNerney. That's what you want him to have to hit.
Correct.
Oh, he tried to hit an angle winner.
And that's a tough error for that stage.
It's 30 love, right? You want to play a
something.
super tight point. Make those guys win that point. I mean, that's gutsy. I guess I respect that, but it doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
He'll want that one back for sure. But big point here to go up either 15-40 or you tie it up.
Right. Oh, that's great lob. Oh. He was all over that. He almost stuck a good drive in there, though.
And it's so counterintuitive because you definitely get a ball that you should drive or could drive. But when that player is all over the net, if you can hold one more lob, win the net that way. Oh, smart by McNerney.
Yeah, that's
very hard to leave that one.
Part of being a great net player is know when to leave a ball too, right? It's not just what to hit and blitz, but when to let it go. Ball lower than the net, you can't really attack it. Smart play.
I like seeing Osas-Koning taking advantage of the off-pace drive, just cutting it off. Maybe a drop shot when he's comfortable. Break pointer for Osis Khan and Humphreys. They were 30 love up in this game, so this will be a big point to consolidate.
That's a great shot. Yeah, anytime they can find Compton on the volley, that's the key. It's not an easy task necessarily, but that's where you want the drives to go.
And Osis Khan and Humphreys have actually driven a lot at McNerney. Not even just off the screen, in general.
A little bit, and it's also McNerney just positions himself so well to get behind in front of the play, but that's the key, is you do want to fight. It's not that Compton can't volley. He's just always a little further off the net.
100%.
Hit the back. Yeah, we're getting a few misses now. That's huge.
Game. Humphreys, Osis, Koenig, they lead the second set 2-1. Compton, McNerney won the first.
That's a big game for Humphreys and Osis Koenig. They were 30 love up. They let Compton McNerney back in. So to stay mentally tough there and win that game is big.
And they're getting a couple of errors, and the game before was huge. It's awesome, awesome job by those guys.
And score update, Brad, from our other semi-finals. Durant and Mitchell won the first set 6-3, but Parsons and Araya are 4-1 up in the second set.
Battling.
One of our favorite rivalries of the sport.
Yeah, there's a little heavyweight bout there.
Osis Koenig up to serve. They are 2-1 up in the second set. Compton McNerney won the first set 6-2. Again, one of the games you just don't want to give cheap errors, right? You can't guarantee that you're going to win the points, but make the other team earn it.
Got it.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And we've seen now they're just fighting so well, Osis Koenig and Humphreys. And they did make, and they got a few errors out of Compton McNerney. And they earn them. It's a great job.
Oh, that's always tricky.
Go!
It's the interesting thing about when you go to that forehand drive, he doesn't have his grip now to get the quick half volley up.
Yep.
Oh, he just teed up on that one. You can hear the thwap.
That sort of sat up right in his sweet spot.
Nice and high.
Compton punishes it. And it's pretty warm out there today, Brad, so that ball's not staying too low.
I mean, it's 60 degrees today. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous day in here in Gulf, Illinois. Oof. Boucher there. Little hang dog, yeah.
That's it.
Those are big. Those are big. Those little errors, they're going to amount to. I think a lot of it's going to come down to stuff like that.
100%. So smart. Just pulling out a matrix maneuver.
Yeah, I mean, I think he wasn't going for in. I think he was going for in his chest.
Smart shot, 100%. He gave Burris a nice love tap yesterday with one of those.
Got it.
Yep.
Got it.
Doing a much better job now, keeping Nerney off.
Smart.
Oh, Humphreys with the surprise move as his own.
Oh, Oh my goodness!
That is such a great point.
Get out of town. So much action there.
You know what's funny about that too is you get hyped up trying to hit the ball around the guy. You can't hit down in front of the guy. You got to hit through the guy when he's at the net. And he punishes him when it bounces up. Great point and great read from McNerney.
Big game of cat and mouse there. Gives Compton McNerney the break point. You can see how a little more balanced Osasuna and Humphreys have.
Oh.
He's going to want that one back.
But that game really was decided by a missed push overhead and a missed pushover. There's 2 missed push overheads. That's the game. Great points in between.
Yes.
But there you go.
And that is 100% what separates the players at the top and the players just below is those loose errors. Oh.
Smooth lob.
There's one of our first spin overheads from McNerney.
Just gets him to reach on that one.
Yeah, tricky move. If he made it, I was going to applaud. But
yeah, do you like that one? I was going to ask. Did you like that move?
It's hard to save.
Yeah. I mean, clearly he was reaching and he didn't quite get there. I don't think the lob was deep enough. I love the move.
Yeah.
I don't think the lob was deep enough. But
oh, don't do it! Super lob.
Oh, see, and why did the feather drop there? You don't want the feather drop there. You just lob, retreat.
30, lob.
Humphrey's trying to put a little dink. Tough play.
Love.
I'm here.
Yes, you just want 1 point just to feel like you're not letting everything slip away.
You, nobody.
Even if you don't win the game, sometimes just for your own personal confidence, you gotta
I go.
feel like you figured it out and didn't completely give it to them. Saunter.
Now he gets 1 inch from the net. They go to an eye. Very fluid between their formations.
But I'm liking the lobs here by Humphreys. He's holding that extra shot. He's creating a bit of movement at the net. That's what you want to see. Oh, stop it! How does he do it?
Let's get a highlight reel of that, and we'll talk about that one. He holds his paddle up and underneath it, waits, carves under the backside of it. Let's see this thing again.
That was ridiculous.
Here it is. Right
Swassa!
there. There you
Back
go,
into
baby.
the net. In front of his hometown crowd. Couple 21 gun salutes going in the background. They must have enjoyed it as well.
That was an incredible shot. And it doesn't even matter. Those guys could have ran the moment the thing spun right back into that. 0 chance. You see his actual finish on that actually pulled back under the face of his racket. Was actually facing his own body after he was done of it. Incredible stuff.
A lot of flavor, a lot of swagger on that shot. And now this is a time that Humphreys and Osasuna have to play a solid game.
Yeah, error-free. Let's just make it mostly error-free and good decisions. That's
Absolutely.
it. You know, if they do that, then they can get a few misses out of the other guys. You know, when they made their all their little comebacks, they had little spots. They were down 2-0 in the first and won the next 2, but then a couple errors, and they couldn't find a way to deal with the McNerney blitz, right? You just got to make it error-free and good choices. That's a great ball. He was right there. That's the look. Just enough pepper on that from
Yeah, and error-free, Brad, just means kind of play to your strengths, right? I think about that a lot. Of course, I'm not trying to miss anything, but if I'm taking something dicey, that's what you really want to be disciplined at this stage of the game. Can you be disciplined to stick to your game plan, play to your strengths, just give yourself the best shot at actually winning. Oh, great hold there.
Yeah, he holds that block glove so well.
Tough. Smart point, though.
Yeah.
Smart point that made them work.
Absolutely.
And we have a score update from our other semi-final. Orion Parsons are 5-3 up in the second set. Duranta Mitchell won the first set 6-3.
So you got to get these, got to stay focused here. The 2 points.
Yeah, he just looked like he was second guessing
and Compton
himself
have won. Missed lob, missed overhead, right? This is what, you just got to avoid those errors. That's it. And they had their great breakthrough yesterday. They kind of locked it down. Powers and Hughes would have a hard time finding any points against them when they were in the net. Against Humphreys and us, didn't make any errors from the baseline. Basically none. Look at that variety there, and that's he's back off the net, cuts it, but heavy up spinner. He does such a great variety, Compton. Then he'll come hard at the body.
15-40.
Yeah, tough miss there. Humphreys definitely missing shots he doesn't usually, and that's what a good team does. They make you jumpy. They make you miss shots that you don't usually. They got to use it there.
30-40.
Yeah, it's a great term. You want to use the gifts you get. So that's great, huge, right there.
I don't see it.
Right back to deuce, two gifts. Now use that, right?
Absolutely. Oh, that's a good angle.
Oh, that's massive.
See him
right
slide
back.
out the way. Fake blitz, the old McNerney shuffle. So efficient with his movement.
Yeah, he just changes its grip, sets the paddle underneath it, lifts up the lob. That's a good ball. That's going to get him.
That's it. They got two gifts there. That at 15-40, two missed returns.
They got three gifts there, and then McNerney missed the next return.
Yeah.
So take it, use it. That's huge for them.
Like you say, if you can keep it close, you're going to get some errors. There's going to be some pressure. 3-all second set. Brian Compton up to serve.
New ball.
Oh, stop it! get out of town. Osis Koning with the big play. He's fired up. Another gift. This is one of those moments where you
Capitalize.
feel like you have to make them play solid. Yeah.
Capitalize.
I got it! Oh!
Great run.
Settle.
Oh, he's making Humphries go again. Misreads that one. Great job. He's made a few of those, but that time he got burned.
And that's one of the trickiest parts of paddle here. You want to play confident, but you also can't force the point, right?
Oh, that's the look he wants. One of his favorite shots. You got to go with your strengths. That's one of them.
All. Oh, so good at transition.
That's a great ball. Finds the forehand volley there. Break point. Oof. You know, it's been interesting. There have been a lot of moments where there's been these huge points and we're just seeing like a missed return, right? Not that point that's grinding and they're like, I'm not going to miss this ball. They're just going with, you know, going for shots, essentially, which is good. But at some point, if that's not the best look you're going to get, maybe the serve is, but
yeah, so hard to say.
It's impossible.
Help. Advantage, Compton.
Great job, Spotty's looking for those balls right into the nick, into the crease. Oh, great hands from Osis Konig.
And they settle at the baseline. Great help call. Compton and McNerney just never seem rushed.
Yeah, they're pretty nonplussed.
So confident in their game plan.
Oh, way to grind that one out.
Super smart point there. Humphries Osis Koning, bring it back to deuce.
Humphries.
The needle.
Huge backhand.
Hard!
Good call there.
You!
Oh, big volleys.
Oh my God, Osis Konig all over the net. Humphries is basically hanging around the service line. Doesn't close in a lot. All the work from Osis Konig there. Awesome job.
Was that a net cord?
That was a net cord winner.
Oh boy.
Break point. And that's how they do it. Humphries doing most of the overhead work. Osis Konig diving up to that net, cutting off those drives.
That's too much for time on the break points.
He's going for a shot. He's got the confidence in it.
Score is deuce.
That's correct. That's definitely something he has to go for. And I hate the term "you have to make it," but you have to make it.
There you go, Mark Ennis.
It's
There you
obviously
go.
not
Right,
intentional,
that's right.
but damn.
Oh, he's going all after Humphries there. Good. He's like Elastic Man.
Like one of those inflatables at the car wash. His legs and arms going everywhere.
Just wide. Game point. It's like, it feels like whoever can just tighten up that one mistake, right? It's a little back and forth right now.
Yeah.
Some great play interspersed with one-ball errors, you know?
One team edges ahead and then gives a couple gifts to the other team, keeps them in.
Goes overhand serve that time. Nice. Osset Koenig challenges and wins the exchange.
Score is deuce.
Fighting. He's got to hit the roller.
Compton McNerney survive the return. They hold the net.
Great return there from Humphries, though.
Yeah, a lot of pressure. And that's what you want to do. Make them feel pressure. If they survive, good for them. They earned it.
Oh. Oh. Incredible transition balls.
McNerney hanging up there, just putting pressure on Osses Koenig and Humphries.
Lurking around, waiting for the blitz.
And we see a net change.
Ooh. Koenig doing a great job closing off the volleys in the net.
He's all over that net right now.
Big missed lob.
Break point number 3, Brad.
Advantage, Osses Koenig.
Of course, you have to go for your shot if it's there.
Some of the things that we were talking about in the first set, Mark, they've sort of gone away. Like, we have talked a lot less about McNerney's blitzing, right? So they're doing a good job mitigating that. These points are now back and forth in a different measure here that's working well. They're right in this.
Absolutely. Osses Koenig and Humphries definitely don't look as scrambled. A lot more balanced, more controlled movements.
Right, this is what they want. Good deep lobs, spot drive. He's going to take a spot drive when he can. Any high backhands. Oh, great hands.
He scrambles. This is a smart point. They're making Compton and McNerney earn it.
This is what they're doing. Oh! Look at that. Scooper.
Buttery soft hands. Humphries, Osses Koenig get the net.
Oh! Just tags him.
Brian Compton with the buzzsaw forehand. Puts it in the shoulder of Chris Humphries at break point, Brad.
Got that star right in the back. Target, baby.
Back to deuce. But Compton McNerney earned the point there.
Yeah, they made him win it.
Yep.
Advantage, Osses Koenig.
Another break point.
If you're Humphries, Osses Koenig, yeah, you want to play a similar type of point.
Yeah, they played a great point last time.
Absolutely.
That's what Compton does with his drives. He hits that up spinner, and then he just tags it. Right? You know, he wasn't ready for it. There's the mistake drive with McNerney right on the net. Doesn't know where he is. Great shot. Again back to deuce. Awesome put away.
Score update from our other semi-final. Durant Mitchell, Araya Parsons have split sets. They're going to be going into the third set shortly.
Heavyweight battle. Great pressure there from Assis Koenig on Compton. Forces the volley error. Break point number 5.
Advantage, Otis Koenig.
Definitely feels like one of those big moments in the match. That's a big time return.
Yeah, quick one-timer. Didn't take any backswing.
No! Yes!
All right. He's a little pumped up.
Oh, yeah.
Humphreys, Otis Koenig.
There was some fire in that call there. Humphreys, Osis, Conan,
McNerney won the first.
break Compton serve. They go 4-3 up in the second set.
All right, one of our great sponsors, Viking. Viking, one ball to rule them all. One ball is consistently chosen for the sport's highest level tournaments, league play, social events, and weekend outings. Viking. For the last 25 years, we have remained the overwhelming choice. Viking, unleash the warrior in you. The official ball of the APTA, the official ball of the National Championships and of President's Cup, and the official ball of the Grand Prix Series, Mark. So that's entertaining stuff. A lot of back and forth. It's almost adding to the sort of drama of it because they're missing balls that are like in these crucial moments, right? But then they step up and make it at these moments, you know. And it's like you said, you can't miss that ball. You hate the term. Of course, I hate it too. You're right. But you can't miss it. Whoever doesn't miss that ball, that's going to come out like, see, you know, they're going to need that to get this set. They got to climb back in it.
Absolutely. And that 30 love at 3-2 is definitely going to, or 40-15 at 3-2 is definitely going to haunt Compton McNerney here a little bit, but they're pros. They're going to move on.
Love 15.
This, you definitely feel like this is a must-win game. Yeah, Humphreys versus Conan.
Well, they're up 4-3, so you can't call it a must-win, but it's so big for them to just keep consolidating, and here's 2 errors quick. But this is the interesting point in the game. Somebody's been playing 2 great points, and this is where we've seen 2 back, 2 gifts back, right? So you can just keep playing tight all the way through. There's 2 great shots. They got a fault and a great return there from Compton.
Got it.
Oh, that's big, but nice read. Oh, he's right there. What's tricky about the spin overhead is Assis Koenig didn't really know where to position himself. He didn't move over to the center. He ended up having to flip to a forehand volley. Couldn't make it in time because he just poked it. The spin overhead can work hard against you sometimes too. Man, he's going at the body hard. And it seems like he's going at Humphreys. You know, he's targeted him. not like he's targeting him, but I mean like he's just going right down that line.
Like target on him.
No, come on, Belly.
There you go, same thing. 2 quick points back.
Oh, perfect read. He's way in. Such a fun contrast of styles too. You got the kind of frantic energy of Assis Koenig and Humphreys. You got a little smoother, controlled moves of Compton McNerney.
Absolutely.
That's a great ball.
Another net change.
Now you hear that nobody in the background? That's calling out the blitz again. Smart teams do that. Helps the net player know he can just hit a push overhead without fear of it getting picked off.
What a lob by
That
Chris
was. You could
Humphreys.
see him staring it down. He pinpointed that. Wow, back to deuce.
3 quick points lost and two right back. Oh.
Tags him. Great shot. A one-time look there from McNerney, and he's literally about 7 feet from him when he one-times it right into him. Just a great shot.
Yeah, he set that up perfectly.
And a great and said blitz pressure there from McNerney. Sorry, did I spit on you?
Not at all.
Sorry. Wow, break back for all. Battling. Compton questioning the call. That's the umpire's. The umpire won't call any balls, but will make overrules. Saw it out as well. Love 15.
Versus Koenig. Humphreys take the net. Love 15 up.
Oh, great spotted lob. Moves it back to right.
Extremely well placed lob by McNerney. Humphreys will want that one back.
$15-30, misses that transition drive.
Oh,
just a great close. He reads it so well.
Oh, he returns the favor.
Beautifully done. They're reading these down up overheads.
Oh.
That's it. Athleticism.
2 break points here for Humphreys and Osis Koenig.
Oh!
The pressure.
Yeah, now he saw the winner there. He had a high one. He just netted it. But the pressure's right. It made him go for the volley. He couldn't just float it into the middle of the court. Great, great break there from Humphreys Osis Koenig after just losing the other game. Great job. They're just fighting.
Both teams seem to bounce back pretty comfortably after playing a bad game. Osis Koenig fired up. Chris Humphreys up to serve.
For the sets. What do you think? We're going 3 here, Mark Ennis?
I sure hope so. I'm loving this.
I'm loving it as well. I hope to see 3. But got some work to do still.
Closing it out has been the tricky part for both teams so far. If you got that edge, can you play solid?
Always hard.
Oh, creating a lot of movement, yeah.
There you go. He's just reading that down up overhead to the side screen. Great move from Compton.
Both teams playing so smart here.
Nice.
Those are some big volleys by Osis Koning. Those are not easy.
This is where teams know there's nothing free out here, right? You got to make everybody earn this point right at the end of the set.
Dagger. Oh, another net change.
Yeah, never quite got in position to hit that cutter. You know, it's a ball that you could normally see him finish. Jeez, he tried to tag him again. He's just going hard. And look at that outside of the line from Osis Koning.
I just want to see the fist bump after this point.
There it is.
Wow.
Big fist bump.
Both teams taking their shots. Very smart play all around.
That was a great point. A couple of awesome digs. And then Humphreys finishes it with his favorite ball. Backhand high off the screen. Oh, he says hard, but he pushes it. And then he stands right up there and just pounds it down at Humphreys' feet.
And McNerney is so smart at just putting that lob up, knowing that probably the push is coming and closing in.
Well, Humphreys did his job there. He gave him the warning. He
Absolutely.
He couldn't fight his instinct to hit the push overhead.
15-30.
Oh.
Great dig.
Oh, he held it.
Awesome hands there from Humphreys.
Living on the edge here, Humphreys and Osis Koning.
Oh,
get it back.
He outduels him there. Great stuff from Humphreys.
Oh!
Oh, what
Are you kidding me?
Stab, drop, volley.
Compton with a huge drive to the left of Osis Koning, and he pulls out a drop volley on the stretch.
That was amazing. He totally had him fooled and wrong-footed. He's read the last 5 of those. Perfectly played.
Thank you very much.
Tough ball, little low, can't hit it down.
30, 40.
Got to put a little spin on that, threading the needle. Tough, tough try. Almost had it though.
Break point back.
Game.
Killer.
Compton McNerney scores 5-all. Second set. Compton McNerney won the first.
Those are the errors.
Yeah, I mean, it's really been the sort of the tail of the tape, right?
100%.
Amazing points, some great, fantastic play. And then just, Eric, few errors, right?
You're really
and then
taking me on
the
a
balance.
emotional roller coaster
A little
here,
bit,
Brad.
right, because it feels like, oh, it's right there, look at that. That's just that drop volley, stab, drop volley there. The double fist pump, and then after that it's air, right?
Misserve.
Yeah, it's tricky. And you're right, it's sort of an emotional roller coaster. Imagine how the players feel, but they're just battling. They're doing a great job. And they're sticking with it and continuing out.
15, love.
That is a smooth time backhand.
Whoa, just caught him there. Asasconi gets the better of him that time. McNerney staying up as much as he can.
Asasconi is afraid of no one. Oh. Smart. Play from the back now.
Already going to work. Look, it just reads the play so well, getting up.
Oh, a slide.
Humphries.
He corrects his error.
Elastic man. Oh, no.
But that is generally what happens. You know, you make the mistake of driving at McNerney. He drop shots it. Yes, you get it, but then
you're out of balance.
Out
yeah.
of sorts, yeah? It's always, that's very paddle-esque. It's always 3-4 shots later where you really see the impact of your mistake.
Oh!
Threads the needle.
There it goes. McNerney again, shuffling up.
The old McNerney shuffle.
Got it.
McNerney creating a lot of movement there. How good are those lobs?
They're just keeping him back. Great defense. And look how little he's moving and how much he's moving the opponents up and back.
So balanced. Peppering McNerney's corner with the roller is Chris Humphries.
Goes the other way. They're working these overheads. Great job. They haven't had a look, any looks at all.
Watch him!
But now that creates the chaos. Yeah.
They survive. Go another one.
There you go.
Driving machine is Brian Compton.
That might be wide. Spin from Asis Koenig. Pushes off the paddle to the side. Great point there from Humphries, Asis Koenig, from all the players there, actually. Compton and McNerney got no looks. They just weathered the storm, took a few cracks. Great volume from Humphries and Asis Koenig.
Paddle of the gods.
Good reach there from Asis Koenig. So athletic.
Hard.
5-all, 30-all.
Yeah, battling. You can see the players recognizing the importance of each point here as we get to the end of the set.
That's it. This is a perfect example of still playing confident, but playing to your strengths. not forcing the action.
Oh, they are doing a great job with their overheads. This is getting hit. There was the mistake. One mistake, right? He hits that hard down up, and he does not get it going behind Compton. It stays in front, and there it gets tagged.
Amazing point.
It was a great point. Perfectly played until the one mistake, right? And then I think on that last ball, what do you think? I think he bails. You know, when you hit that
100%.
bad an overhead, don't bother with that volley.
40-30.
Yeah, recognize your error. Get out of there, play from the baseline.
And at this level, an error doesn't just mean an error. And we've seen those too, but it actually just means the wrong shot, right?
Correct.
It's still in, but this is not what you... Just a little slippery little drive, and that drive I don't love back.
Stop it!
Come on now.
The drop shot! He gets it!
Oh!
Are you kidding me?
Compton just back in. It's a different zip code.
But now you definitely want to settle as the net team. You've put some pressure on them. You've won the net back.
Yeah, you got to take
Ease
round
the
2
tempo,
now. Right,
yeah.
ease the tempo. Don't get fired, you know. It's exactly the way these guys are playing these points. Textbook now. That's great lob. Look at that pinpoint. And once again, the screen drive against the blitzing McNerney. They've won some points, but it's clearly not in their favor.
Correct. If we count them up, it's not going in their way.
Oh, that's some great stuff. All the players recognizing the moments there.
And a score update for you from our other semi-final. Araya Parsons are 3-2 up in the third set against Durant and Mitchell. Durant and Mitchell won the first set, and Araya Parsons came back and won the second.
Now the tour this year, Mark Guinness, we have 16 tournaments on the APTA Tour, 4 Grand Prix and Nationals. We're going to live stream 10 of them. And the Charities, Chicago Charities that we're at, it's the 5th of the tournament on the tour, but it's the first Grand Prix.
Yes, sir.
And everybody here is, competing for the APTA Cup, which has $40,000 in prize money, which get awarded to the top 4 players in the men's and the women's. So, and the best 6 results from each player will be counted in the award counting. So, they're all playing for stuff. And there's some prize money here today too. $4,000 for the winners, $2,000 for the finalists.
Ostas Koning up to serve. His last service game, they were 40 love down and were able to get back in it and hold. This is a must hold here.
Otherwise, it's game, set, match. There you go. See Humphries trying to stay super backhand in front at the net. He really needs that. He's got to stay very vigilant there. Can't let him find that hip. About the volley. See, there's the up spinners.
So much balance.
Yeah, he just changes the pace, the height. Oh, that's gone. Nice play. Did not get over the top of that. Put a little more depth on that ball. Didn't bounce it quite as up to down. It's the error out of Compton.
McNerney's lobs really are incredible. There's very, very few short lobs.
Yeah, and he just takes it for such an economical motion, keeps the paddle in front, a little bunt up, and he's got great feel on it. And he holds it so long, he really does make you think he could just push a little drive at you at any time. He blitzing him behind it. But he'll blitz behind the lob plenty, too. Compton takes balls from 6 inches off the ground and still drives it. Crazy.
Oh, smart play. Osis Koning. Brian Compton was going to pounce on that one.
Yeah, if he tried to go into that side screen, Compton all over it. Ooh. Nice little hook there from
the Shanker.
They're making them work. They're doing a good job with pressure overheads, though. Just tough. And he misses that one in the sun, I think, but great playing.
30, love.
Way to go from Humphreys and Osis Koenig.
30 love up. Looking to hold serve to force the tiebreaker. Oh, that is big time!
That's a filthy shot.
Chris Humphreys on the loose.
Great drive and blitz there, textbook. Partner hits the ball low, move in.
40, 15.
2 game points here for Humphreys Osis Koning.
Again, the great call, but he's all over it. And Osis Koenig can't pull off that push overhead there. He's telling him hard, but he's already made up his mind, and that's why the perfect timing of McNerney.
Yeah, he's really saving it for big points. I think that's what also makes it effective. He doesn't just pull it out all the time.
All great move from Humphreys getting out of the way.
Oh, baby, tiebreaker.
Let's do this.
Come on.
Set tiebreak. Captain McNerney won the first.
We've seen momentum swings left and right in the set. Let's see if the tiebreaker is going to be any different.
Oh, let cord.
And he made it.
He did. It's not easy to do. Great job. Oh! Just another loose one, but it was a great lob. Really pushed him back and away. Got him off balance.
First point to Compton McNerney.
I think I might need to cuddle after this.
Oh
Mark.
my goodness, I'm a
little stressed.
I'm gonna be in the fetal position outside if anyone at Glenview sees me. This is pure execution now. Can you stay disciplined? Can you stick to your guns? Can you execute?
Well, we've seen it, in the last few games here. They've really tightened it up much more. They recognize the real crucial nature of these games at the end of the set. See if they can play the good tiebreaker. Great first point from Compton McNerney.
Quality lob there.
Ooh! Just top of the paddle. Good lob back from Osis Koenig.
1-all. Second.
1-all. Take it. Use it.
Got it.
McNerney shuffle. Just making them feel the pressure.
That's a great roller there from Asu's Koenig.
Okay.
Great block. Just incredible stuff. 2-1. Humphries, Asu's Koenig. That was a great point. Great transition ball from Humphries there. Keeping it away from McNerney.
Brian Compton up to serve.
Saw it good, and Felipe Asu's Koenig is saying that was way back, but the umpire, Pat Layton, saw it another way, so that's 2-all.
2-all.
That's tough emotionally. They're going to have to get over that one quickly.
Yeah, right, yeah. Oh, that's just a good drive and volley.
You know, you could see Humphrey, Asu's Koenig pointing to that spot there, thinking about that serve still.
That's what I was saying. If I were Asu's Koenig, I would not have set up the return serve so fast. I would have stepped back,
take a moment,
taken a second, moved over to my spot, turned around, then now I'm ready. He had to. It felt like from that moment, the next point went too fast. You know what I mean? He was right into a serve and boom, quick lob error.
Definitely an important lesson. You really have to reset before every point, especially
reset mentally, and even afterward, he's pointing at the spot. I'm sure he's over it now, but every point in a tiebreaker, right? Very important. Oh, that's a great overhead. Nice get. He's just working
him around.
Again, just a beautiful touch lob from McNerney.
They get the net right back. Oh.
Yeah, that down the line lob to Asu's Koenig, followed by the McNerney blitz, has been huge.
He made it
on the line. Oh, gets him to reach on the spin overhead.
That is an incredible point.
3-all, second set break.
Just mentally to come back.
Yeah, that was a good point. And we thought he might have had the volley out over there, and it lands right on the line. Awesome job. Oh, Humphries up to the test there, and you notice Humphries moves over. He's still going right at him. You know, he's tagging him. He's making him volley. That's his strategy.
Big time volley there by Chris Humphries.
Up to the task that time. 4-3 Humphries, Asu's Koenig. Going to push this thing to a third set. Oh, tricky. And he's almost cat and mousing him. He's getting Asu's Koenig to jump.
It's exactly what it was.
Second set breaker.
4-all. Great job from Compton. Oh, goodness.
And we have a score update from our semi-final on the other court. Brad, Araya Parsons have won the third set, and they are going through to the finals.
Wow, Araya Parsons. Great job from them. Taking out the Giants, Durant and Mitchell. Well done. All right, it's 4-5 here. Right down to the wire.
Oh, you can just cut the tension with a knife here.
Oh, he didn't see that coming. He just slapped it off the screen. He just wasn't ready. 2 match points here.
They just keep it moving.
There's the blitz, and again, the hard call, but
Come on!
he doesn't
And
see it.
there
Oh,
it is.
man, what a match. You know, just a great match all around, but a lot of back and forth. There's just all these moments. 30 love up, missed error there. You know, little spots. You definitely feel like that one call might have made a difference here in this tiebreak. Probably did. You know, the overrule anyway. But great set. Any thoughts here, Mark?
Oh man, incredible match. Compton and McNerney were just pretty balanced throughout the whole match. They had such a solid performance, but there was definitely windows where Humphreys and Osas-Conan were fighting to get back in, and they kept coming back. They kept coming back, and I think that their big takeaway is going to be recognizing those big moments, and as we say, not making the play.
Yeah,
right?
I think you're exactly right, and I think it was just a great match, great expanded, great tournament for those guys. Great breakout win yesterday, and it just came down to those moments of little errors here or there, but what a great match. And we'll look forward to more paddle. We have the men's final coming up, another incredible matchup. Araya Parsons, our number 4 seeds, against Compton McNerney, our 6 seeds. That's going to be at 1 p.m. So everybody come back to us. Mark, that was a pleasure calling that with you. And we'll see everybody at 1 p.m. for the men's final.
Always a pleasure, Brad. Let's go. This is going to be a